Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, on the blue lady. It's our time.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of... Just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Mack. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Watch the run. Watch the run. Undercut. Undercut. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride. And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 552, 5.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Down. 10-2, sir. We got it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rashad Penny. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the set. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Go.
Jones now off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Easy.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, and he's going to go down again. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike's by four. Man. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Frank. Hey, wahoo! Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
On first down, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
218, chop. Check 45 to my.
To throw again, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to check.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes is going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lloyd. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mahomes now on first down. Airing one out for Boyd. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit.
It got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ready up. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
36. Bang, 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 bang. Yellow.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. O.J. Howard, 77 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That's trash. That's trash. We've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's George. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And finds Howard complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Boyd. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On 1st down, Mahomes. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
43.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 22 yards there, a first down. Penny will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jones. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here now Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. 15. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
One final try for Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.